6 months pass and he comes to visit the base again.
Oh man, you again? I'm getting real suspicious of you at this point. How often are you doing this, coming out to the base every 6 months? Or are you just that much of a fan?
Won't you, Jersey? I just came to do a follow-up interview. How am I sus?
I don't know. The fact that you come to the base every 6 months to interview me could be a little sus in itself. Then again, what do I know? Maybe that's your way of showing off how much of a fan you are. I don't really know, my man. But I am curious. What you got in store for me this time?
First of all, how does it feel to be in the Azerlane Hall of Fame with your new border?
Oh man, I gotta admit, it's a huge accomplishment. Every time my sisters and I see that new border, it's like a reminder of how far we've come. All that work we did with the commander was all worth it. Just seeing that border fills my heart with pride. How does it feel? Man, it feels amazing. It truly does.
Speaking of sisters.
You gotta ask about the sisters now? Come on, man, you can't be serious. We're just now starting to dig into the juicy details, and now you want to start asking about my sisters. But, all right then, go ahead, ask away.
You mentioned 6 months ago that Iowa was coming, so where is she?
Yeah, about that. I wasn't really supposed to say anything back then. It was kinda a little secret of mine. But you know what? I'm in a good mood, so I'll tell you first. Iowa might be coming in the next couple of months. I know it's been a long wait, but I promise. It's so worth it. She's my favorite sister. You're in for the treat of a lifetime, my man.
I call bullshit on that, but okay, no worries. Anyhow, you were right about your rerun being in the summer.
I told you I was right, wasn't I? I always have things planned out in advance. You just gotta stick with old New Jersey, you know? I've never led you astray, and I never will. Come on now. How about one final question for our interview here?
Final question? Are you busy or something?
Nah, it's all good. I'll give you as many questions as time allows. I was just wondering if you had one more question before our interview ends. It's up to you, of course.
Anyhow, what do you think about the TV show Jersey Shore?
Are you serious right now? Do you really legitimately want to know what I think about that stupid trash show? I mean, I'm from New Jersey, but even I know that show was a bunch of hot garbage. You see, that's the kind of thing that happens when you give a bunch of immature, idiotic young people a boatload of cash and then let them go run wild. Don't get me wrong, not everything that came out of New Jersey was garbage, but yeah, Jersey Shore is hot trash.
What do you think about the new girl, USS Guam?
Oh, you're asking the big questions now, dude. That's a loaded question, let me tell you, and I'll answer it as professionally as I can. Guam's a interesting sort of girl. She's got her own sort of charms, that's for sure. The way she looks with all those curves of hers. Yeah, I ain't blind. You'd be crazy to look at her and not find yourself getting flustered, you know. Heh, you find yourself speechless, huh? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Just by looking at her, I can tell she's a real head-turner. And she's not exactly a stranger to taking things easy, either. She likes to relax and be laid back, which, as you can probably guess, definitely leaves one opening for things. Wink.
Gasps NJ.
Come on now, you ain't shocked by any of this, right? Guam's a lovely gal, one who's more than happy to spend some time with a commander. And let me tell ya, she knows exactly what she's doing. You can tell by her smug aura alone. That's right. She knows she's a catch, and she's not gonna waste her time waiting around trying to score a date. So, I'd be careful if I were you. She's one sly girl, that Guam.
Do you think she had something to do with Iowa's disappearance?
Well, now hold on. You think Guam did something to Iowa? Come on now. You can't seriously be blaming her for that, right? Guam did the deed? Seriously? That's a bunch of bull, man. I don't like to blame others for things, but you can bet your best dollar Iowa ran off on her own volition. No one was involved in that decision, and if there was, I would know for a fact it wasn't Guam who was involved. Period.
Thinks and strokes his shin. Yeah, you're right. I'm probably just paranoid.
Thanks for a second. Hey, you know, it might not be a bad idea to go check up on Iowa to see where she is. In my mind, she didn't just disappear, She went somewhere she liked and is just having herself a good time. If you're that concerned about Iowa, though, it might be worthwhile to look around for her and give her a call, just to put your mind at ease.
No rush, she will show up when she wants to show up.
You know, that's a very mature attitude to have. I'm sure Iowa will turn up when she's ready. So, are you good to wrap up the interview, or you got anything else in mind? I know this has been a long interview, so I respect if you've got to get going.
I think I'm good for now. Before I go, what do you want to say to our viewers?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for sticking around and showing me all this love and affection. I couldn't have made it this far without all your support, so I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And remember, this is home. Your New Jersey is here for you, and I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I'll always be here for you, you know?
Well, thanks again. See you in a year maybe. Waves goodbye.
It's been great hanging out with you, my guy. I'll catch you in a year for sure. Take care now, okay?